Secretary of State John Kerry delivered his own farewell remarks today. Over his 4 years at State, Kerry has traveled more than 1 million miles and visited more than 91 countries. Yet he also acknowledged today that one particular episode in which he figured centrally wound up hurting American prestige in a critical region. Chief Washington correspondent James Rosen reports from the State Department.
In his final news conference at the State Department, Secretary of State John Kerry admitted that President Obama's failure to enforce his own red line against Syrian dictator Bashar al-Assad back in 2013 resulted in damage to America's standing and credibility with allies across the Middle East.
I will acknowledge to you, absolutely, I heard it all over the place. The perception hurt. Yes, the perception hurt.
Yet Kerry rejected the idea that Syria would be better off today if President Obama had launched airstrikes against the regime in Damascus, as promised, in retaliation for Assad's use of chemical weapons, the very red line Mr. Obama drew. Instead, the U.S. and Russia hastily hatched a plan to evacuate Syria's declared stockpile of chemical weapons. Since then, close to 200,000 lives have been lost, and ISIS declared its caliphate in Raqqa. But Kerry claimed that Mr. Obama never withdrew his threat of force, and the outcome achieved at the time was preferable.
We actually got a far better result of getting all of the weapons of mass destruction out of Syria without dropping a bomb. And if we had dropped a bomb, there is no guarantee we would have gotten any of them out.
Is Syria today a better result, sir?
No, obviously Syria it has nothing to do with that.
I feel very much at home here.
In a 30-minute recapitulation of his accomplishments, Kerry cited the restoration of ties with Cuba, the Paris Climate Accords, and the Iran nuclear deal. And he touted Allied successes in rolling back ISIS from several cities in Iraq, all captured by the terrorist group during Kerry's tenure at State, even as he conceded the group remains a threat.
We did not let the worst happen. We turned it around.
Kerry also defended his department's decision to allow the passage of that UN Security Council measure that sharply criticized Israeli settlement activity. Kerry himself worked hard on the Israeli-Palestinian issue, obviously without success, but he thanked President Obama for giving him, quote, a long leash to try. Brett.
James Rosen at the State Department. James, thank you.